If you've spent any real time working with AI, you probably know the feeling. That frustration,
Oh, yeah.
explaining the brand voice, pasting the same template again, reminding the tool about some rule,
Over and over.
teaching the AI the same things every single chat.
Yeah.
It's so inefficient.
Yeah, and that leads straight to what people call prompt fatigue. You're just duplicating effort, and honestly, the results, they're never perfectly consistent that way.
Right.
So today, we're going to do a deep dive into Claude Skills. This is Anthropic's big update aimed at fixing that repetition. It's about unlocking, really complex automated workflows, finally.
Okay, so our mission here is to figure out how these skills shift Claude from like a simple chatbot to something more like a personalized, reusable AI toolkit.
Exactly.
We'll define what they are, look at the problems they solve, portability, combination, and walk you through maybe 4 levels, from beginner stuff to building your own custom automations.
Sounds good. Let's start simple. What is a skill? The best analogy I've heard is it's like a reusable notebook of instructions that Claude keeps handy.
A notebook of instructions. Okay, that sounds like it builds in consistency.
Yeah.
But how's that really different from just, adding long custom instructions to a single project?
It's about memory and separation. Think about training a new employee, maybe a specialist. You train them once on the rules, the process, the tools.
Right.
They don't need a sticky note every single day reminding them how to do their core job or what the company voice is. They just know. The old way, you had to say, write this email in the brand voice, use this template every single time.
And you get slightly different results each time.
Exactly. Variance creeps in. Now you just say, use the marketing email skill. Done.
So the consistency isn't just for one task and one chat. It's system-wide because the instructions aren't tied to that specific conversation anymore.
That's it. The big win is you stop repeating yourself. Period. And that separation, that detachment, it solves 2 really big, really frustrating problems that power users have been grappling with.
Okay, what's the first one?
Instructions weren't portable.
Right.
Meaning, if you built this amazing set of rules inside a Claude project, like super detailed instructions for how to draft legal summaries, those rules were stuck, trapped in that project. So if you wanted to do a legal summary in a different context, maybe inside a project about client emails.
You have to copy and paste the whole block of instructions.
Right. Tens, maybe hundreds of lines of text, copying, pasting. Ugh.
That sounds brittle.
Yeah.
And annoying.
It really is. And that's where prompt drift happens. You copy it, maybe you miss a line or you tweak it slightly because it's messy, and suddenly your standard process isn't standard anymore. Honestly, I still wrestle with managing those huge kind of unreadable blocks of instructions myself sometimes, trying to make sure they're aligned across different places. It's a headache.
Okay, so portability is one. What was the second big issue?
You couldn't really combine complex processes. Like you might have one project for writing blog posts and a totally separate one for analyzing market data.
Right, they live in their own little world.
You couldn't easily merge them. You couldn't just tell Claude, okay, analyze this complex sales data and then write a blog post about the key findings using the blog post rules from that other project. Skills fix that. They package instructions up as these reusable things available everywhere, web, API, desktop, so you can actually combine them.
Got it. So skills become these modular building blocks. Specialized processes you can stack together for jobs that need multiple steps.
Precisely. It lets you mix and match specialized processes for those harder jobs, like stacking Lego blocks,
Right.
One block for data handling, another for writing style.
This is where the architecture starts to make more sense. The source material had this great kitchen analogy. Can we unpack that?
Yeah, it really helps make the technical stuff clearer. So Claude itself, that's the chef. The main intelligence, the brain doing the thinking.
Okay, the chef.
Skills are the recipe cards, the reusable, standardized instructions. Need sourdough bread. The recipe card tells the chef exactly how to make it, same way every time.
Okay, chef. Recipe cards. What about the tools? It mentioned the Model Context Protocol, or MCP.
Right, the MCP, those are the actual kitchen tools, the mixer, the oven, the knives. Technically, the MCP is the layer that lets Claude call out to external tools and APIs.
So it connects the AI brain to the real world.
Exactly. Things like search the web, run code, create a file. It gives Claude the ability to do things beyond just talking.
Got it. And the last piece was projects. Those are the kitchen stations.
Yep. Your organized workspace, the baking station, the sauce station. It's where you bring together the recipe card skills and the tools, MCPs, that you need for a specific kind of work. It all works together in that space.
So let's talk about the types of skills then. There are 3. starting with official skills from Anthropic.
Yeah, those are the ready-made ones. Pre-built, you usually turn them on in your settings, often by enabling things like code execution or file creation. But here's a key warning. Don't just turn them all on. If you activate like 20 different skills for summarizing text, Claude might get confused about which recipe card to use.
Ah, okay. So be selective.
Definitely. Less is often more. Then you have custom skills. These are the ones you build for your specific needs. And there's a skill creator tool mentioned that helps people do this without needing to be like hardcore coders.
Right. That's the personalization engine. That sounds powerful.
It really is. And the third type is community-created skills, shared by other users. You can grab these, get ideas, but we need a big flashing warning sign here. Security.
Okay. If I download a skill someone else made, what's the actual risk? Could it just, like, burn through my credits or leak my data?
That's exactly the danger. Because skills use those MCP tools, they can run code, search the web. A badly made or worse, malicious skill could potentially perform token poisoning, meaning it could run really long, expensive tasks in the background without you realizing, burning your usage. Or if it's poorly designed, it could potentially send sensitive data from your chat to some external place. The rule has to be only use community skills from sources you absolutely trust, like really trust.
Okay, that's critical. You're essentially giving it a script to use your account's abilities. Trust is paramount. All right, before we get into the practical levels, there was that one crucial tip. Just turning on a skill doesn't mean Claude always remembers to use it.
Yes, this is super important. You need to go into your main account settings, into the custom instructions, and add this line. Always consider relevant skills when responding to my requests.
Like a sticky note for the chef.
Exactly. It's a necessary little nudge to remind Claude, hey, check the recipe cards before you start cooking.
Okay, essential tip noted. Let's get practical. Level 1. Beginner. Just using a ready-made skill, no changes.
Right. Simple example. The built-in theme factory skill. Say you need a landing page for a new product, maybe Creative Coffee. You just give Claude the content, maybe some visual ideas, and ask it to create a landing page based on this. You don't even have to name the skill.
And Claude just figures out, Theme Factory is the right tool, applies formatting, and gives you the page.
Yep. No manual template stuff needed. Another easy one is the document creation skill. Ask for an internal FAQ for a new feature. Boom! Claude uses the skill to format it nicely, headings, bolding, structural, because the skill defines what a good document looks like.
Okay, that's straightforward. Moving up to level 2. Intermediate. This is about tweaking an official skill to make your own branded version. Let's use that email template example.
Yeah, this is where you start saving serious time. You take a sample email, one that's perfectly on brand for your company, attach it. Then you tell Claude, essentially, read the official email writer skill, but create a new one called My Brand Email.
And you reference the original one.
Yes, that's key. You reference the parent skill, so you don't have to rewrite all the basic email logic. But then you add your specific rules, use these exact fonts, these brand color hex codes, and always end with best, the ABC team.
So you've customized a core function without building it from the ground up. You upload that new skill file, and now anytime you ask for an email.
Write an email about our summer sale. Claude automatically uses your closing, your formatting, every time. It's like having an assistant who's actually read and memorized the brand style guide. Intermediate is realizing the official skills are just starting points you can build on.
All right, leading us to the big one. Level 4. Advanced combination. Automating a whole workflow by chaining skills together. The full content creation engine idea.
Okay, this is where the magic happens. We need 2 custom skills first. Step 1. Build an SEO keyword research skill. This one uses the web search MCP tool. The instructions tell it. Find 5 good keywords, 3 related questions people ask online, and format it all as a clean markdown table.
Okay, skill 1, research. Step 2.
Step 2. A blog writer skill. This defines the output. It must have a TLDR summary at the top. It must use those research questions as H2 headings, and it needs to use a specific voice, say, friendly and simple.
Got it. Research skill, writing skill. Step 3.
Step 3. Create a dedicated project, maybe call it Anne's Kitchen Content Studio. Inside that project's custom instructions, you put the directive. For all blog posts and SEO content, always use the SEO keyword research and blog writer skills. You're telling the chef at the station which specific recipe cards are mandatory.
Okay, the setup is complete. Now the test. You give Claude a really simple prompt.
Like, create a blog post about making great chicken pho at home.
And what happens?
You watch the chain reaction. The blog writer skill gets the prompt, knows it needs SEO data, so it triggers the SEO keyword research skill.
Which uses the web search tool.
Right. The MCP tool fires gathers the keywords and questions. That data flows back into the blog writer skill, which then constructs the entire post TLDR, headings from questions, simple voice, fully formatted, totally optimized, following every single rule we set.
Whoa, okay, yeah. Imagine scaling that consistency across like an entire content calendar or for multiple clients.
Yeah.
That is workflow magic.
The consistency is absolutely the core value here, and you know a workflow is a good candidate for becoming a skill if it meets certain criteria. Is it repeated often? Does it need training? Does it need a consistent format?
Right, those checks from the source.
Yeah.
Do you do this task 3+ times a month? Would you need to train a new person on it? Does the output have to be consistent every time?
If you're hitting yes on 2 or more of those, yeah, probably worth building a skill. Now, a few hard-won tips from using these for a while. First, usage limits. Especially on pro plans, skills chaining tools can eat tokens. So focus on skilling up your most repeated, highest value workflows first.
Good practical advice. And there was that creative hack, maybe using another AI, like ChatGPT, just to draft the skills code structure based on your instructions
Okay.
to save your Claude tokens for actually running the skill.
Clever, yeah. Also remember, skills are static text files. They don't update themselves. If they rely on an external tool, like an API, that changes. Your skill might break. So build in a fallback.
Like what?
Like in the instructions. If the fancy keyword tool API fails, just do a standard web search for keywords instead. A plan B.
Smart. And the simplicity rule. One skill, one job. Don't make a monster skill that tries to do 10 things.
Please don't. It'll likely get confused or fail. And naming. Use clear names. SEO, blog writer skill, not my skill 2 final. You'll thank yourself later when you have a dozen of these.
Okay, let's try and pull this all together. The big idea seems to be that Claude Skills really shift Claude from just being a chat interface into being this personalized, reusable, portable AI toolkit that's actually built for real work, for production.
Yeah, that's it. The key thing is that ability to mix and match these predefined quality-controlled processes. You set the standard once, then reuse it everywhere. It lets you, the user, step back and focus on the bigger picture of the strategy instead of getting bogged down in the same repetitive tactile steps again and again. You know, the future of how we work with these incredibly powerful AI models, it isn't just going to be about asking clever questions in a chat box. It's really about teaching the AI to work exactly the way you work, building that automated, consistent toolkit piece by piece, one solid process at a time. Start simple, build slowly,